If you'd like to keep your masks on, that is also acceptable. It's up to you. Hello, friends. Welcome to Theater Battery. We are here. Are you here for this reading of a new play? It's called One of the Good Ones. This is by Cohen-Bramwell. Thank you so much for bearing with us as we did a little bit of a late start today, but we are all here. And we're going to be reading this play. We're going to read it from beginning to end. If you need to use the restroom at any point, there's one across the courtyard and next to the hair salon. In the unlikely event of an emergency, we will all leave through the front door. If for whatever reason we can't leave through the front door, then we will all go back through the theater to the right of the stage left side of the stage. There is an emergency exit that lets out over by the dumpsters for Kent Station. Theater Battery is a nonprofit arts organization, and we have been in Kent for 11 years, and this is our first season back after the pandemic. And our season is focused on building morale and creating development resources for local artists. And we're extremely proud to be able to do the Battery Carter series here today. And I want to give the opportunity for just quickly the actors to just introduce themselves and say what role they're playing. I know that we just did that, but we're going to bring in our new guests into our world here. I want to also just give a note that this reading is being audio recorded, which is for the playwright's personal reference. The playwright would have been here today, but is sick with COVID and is sending his fantastic good energy towards us and has some questions for us to answer after the play in our discussion. And I feel it's really important for everybody to know that this play includes depictions of racism, discussions of equity, diversity, inclusion training from a satirical lens. It has use of racial slurs in this play, and there is strong violence in the content. So if at any point you feel that you need to step out or take a beat, feel free to step outside, or let us know if you have any concerns, and we can hold space for ourselves about that in the conversation that we're having after the reading. Does that sound good for everybody?
Thank you.
Okay. Fantastic. Again, my name is Logan Ellis. You can use he, him pronouns for me, and I'm the artistic director of Theater Battery. I'm going to read stage directions today for the reading.
Andrew Shanks, he, him. I'll be reading ensemble male, Bill, lefty host, and Hitler.
I'm Jeremy, he, him pronouns. I'll be playing Brody and Ron.
Kat Shalanka, she, her pronouns. I'll be reading for Rhonda and ensemble female.
Elena Floyd Barnes, she, her, and I'll be reading Marcia.
I'm Cody Smith, he, him. I'll be reading Boss, lawyer, pick a race guy. Yeah, that's all.
I'm Jordan Michael Whitby, and he, they pronouns, and I'll be reading Cameron.
Fantastic. Okay, I guess we'll start from the beginning of the play. This play is called One of the Good Ones, and it is a satire written by Cohen-Bramwell. The scene is a place in America, and the time is late spring 2022. Act 1, Scene 1. Setting: we are in an office building. We can see a conference room in which a company equity seminar is occurring, and the adjacent hallway. At Rise, at the front of the conference room, Rhonda Diane is teaching, gesturing towards a PowerPoint, and Marcia Rogers is standing by her side. Ensemble female is attending wrapped, ensemble male is sitting with his arms crossed. Cameron Brahman is sitting, arms crossed, looking over shoulder, waiting for Brody Miller. There are 2 empty chairs. We cannot yet hear the conference room. Boss enters through hallway door and leads Brody down the hallway. They're moseying along, not rushing at all. On Rhonda's PowerPoint, the title slide for this section of the play pops up. Title slide, The Destruction.
Thanks for looking out, man. That lock is the worst.
Of course.
Yeah, I was definitely out there for 30 minutes trying to unlock the door, and for sure not actually late because I think this whole thing is stupid.
It's not stupid, Brody. This is important to the company.
Bro, I don't want to be rude, but why the fuck do we have to do this?
Everyone freezes for a second as Brody sees that he has said this in front of Rhonda, Marcia, and a room full of his colleagues. He looks at Rhonda and then at the ground.
Oh, I didn't know she was here already.
Well, you're late. We're all here already.
And you would be Mr. Miller. Why don't you take a seat? Glad you could join us.
Just Brody.
Yes, this is our accounting intern, Brody. Brody, this is world-renowned racial justice expert, Rhonda Diane. So, please, try to be respectful.
Brody rolls his eyes and nods. Cameron looks at Brody with disapproval.
What?
Cameron doesn't respond and looks away.
So, Brody, as I told your colleagues, I'm Rhonda Diane. You may know me from my book, The Anti-Racist Bible, the definitive and irrefutable text on race by white people for white people. And we're here today to dismantle systemic racism in all of its manifestations in our lives. There are other races, of course, but today we're going to focus on anti-blackness because all racism stems from anti-blackness at its core.
Cameron's face and body reacted to the logic of this statement with a subtle and voluntary disdain.
So, where was that? Ah, yes. When you called me in here for equity training, you said that one of your company's deepest values was anti-racism, and yet there are so few people of color on your staff.
Well, we have Cameron, our accountant.
Cameron gives a weak wave. Rhonda barely looks at Cameron.
My point exactly. Only one person of color works here, and yet you claim to be anti-racist. Now, how could that possibly be true?
Right.
If this was a safe space for people of color to work, don't you think that more people of color would work here? This is one of the insidious manifestations of systemic racism. We white people isolate and segregate ourselves from people of color and create spaces that are entirely hostile to them, and then have the gall to wonder aloud why there are no people of color in our environment, as if wondering it absolves us of having made it so.
Sorry to interrupt, but I don't feel like this environment is entirely hostile to me.
Obviously, that opinion is not shared by the other qualified candidates of color who never received a position at this company.
End scene. Act 1, Scene 2. 30 minutes or so have passed. In the conference room, the employees have split off into groups of 2 and 3. They are working on a worksheet together. Cameron has been paired with Brody. Rhonda and Marcia are wandering around, peering imperiously over people's shoulders as teachers do. Cameron is holding the worksheet. Title slide, the group work.
You can't be late all the time. You're my intern. It makes me look bad too.
Nobody really cares, bro.
Yeah, they do. The last time I was 30 minutes late, they put me on performance counseling.
Oh shit. Well, it wasn't even really that bad though.
Really? Maybe it's because it's just this stupid thing.
Yeah, I really don't get the point of this.
I mean, I think the point is supposed to be to examine our implicit biases.
So then why do you have to be here?
Because I'm a person. Everyone has implicit biases.
Right, that makes sense.
But I agree, I don't really know why she's approaching it in this way.
What way?
Like it all seems a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do this worksheet so we don't get in trouble. When did you realize that your race was different from other people's race?
No. I don't know, maybe like 10 or 11 or something?
What?
What, is that young?
No, but I don't know. I thought it was old. Old? Like, I feel like I always knew.
Well, maybe you just don't remember when you figured it out.
Maybe. Rank the races.
What?
No, I'm just kidding, it doesn't say it.
Oh, okay. I was just like, geez.
I know. But it does say, can you admit to your fundamental belief that black people are inferior and therefore deserve their station?
What the fuck?
I know.
That's worse.
I know.
No, I can't admit to that.
Well, the worksheet thought you would say that because now it says, if you cannot admit to this, then how do you account for the fact that statistics indicate black people have worse upward mobility and worse life outcomes in all respects?
I don't think that's true.
Well, it's kind of true.
I don't know, we had a black president.
Yeah, dude. 1 out of 44.
Yeah, okay, but like, black people are in all the movies now.
Do you not think racism exists?
No, it does, but like, what did it say? Worse lives in all respects.
Worse life outcomes in all respects.
Is that different?
Kinda.
I don't know, man.
My understanding is that it's true. Regardless, the next question presumes you believe that, because it is, if you do not wish to think black people are inferior and do not subscribe to the ridiculous assumption that black people are choosing worse outcomes for themselves because they prefer them, then will you admit there is no other option but to accept there must be systemic racism?
I don't feel that's really a question.
It's not.
I just feel confused. confused, honestly.
Me too. I think the part where you're getting stuck here is on if black people should have worse outcomes or not.
Yeah, they don't.
They do. But for some reason, there's nothing on here to prove that to you.
Because it's not true. You're my boss.
That's right. First of all, look, that's one person. This is like bigger picture than that. And I'm mixed. It's like kind of different.
Right.
But also kind of not. I don't know. We should move on. Be honest. How do you feel when a group of black men approaches you on the street?
Anxious, I guess? Is that racist?
Probably. What do they mean by approach?
How do you feel?
Like, approach how?
Do you feel like stoked or something?
No. I guess I also feel anxious.
See, so it's normal.
I don't know if that's the lesson.
What's the lesson? How are we supposed to feel? Does it say how we're supposed to feel?
It doesn't say anything.
Well, then how do I learn to not be racist?
I don't know, dude. Think of a time you have prioritized upholding the white supremacist status quo over the feelings of your friends and coworkers of color.
So, is that like if I say the N-word when I'm listening to rap?
What?
Like, is that upholding the white supremacist status quo?
What are you talking about, dude? Do you do that?
Well, it's in the lyrics.
Don't do that! What the fuck is wrong with you?
How's it going?
Fine, thanks so much.
Glad to hear it.
She walks away. Cameron sighs. This is going to be a long day. End scene. Scene 3. In the conference room, 30 more minutes have passed. Everyone's back in their seats. At the front, Marcia is teaching. Rhonda is at her side. Ensemble female, male, and boss are attentive but look devastated by their time with the worksheet. Cameron and Brody sit, arms crossed. Sorry, everyone. Title slide, the first confrontation.
When white people cry when receiving feedback about race, it draws all of the attention to them and away from us. Yet again, white people have managed to make it all about themselves and their pain, to turn themselves into victims when in reality, it is people of color who are victimized by them. When you cry, it harkens back to a long history of weaponized white fragility, which we've seen play out in a number of violently racist ways, from the modern police murders of black men to Emmett Till.
Cameron raises his hand.
What?
If I may respectfully disagree with you, I would actually prefer the people I interact with display genuine emotion towards me during our interactions.
What?
Well, it just seems like you're saying that white people displaying emotion is the same thing as Emmett Till, and I don't think it is.
You're obviously misunderstanding me.
I don't think that I am, but if you want to explain it to
The
me.
concept is simple, so I'm not sure why you're not able to understand it. White people dominate conversations about race and co-opt black pain to serve their own goals of maintaining their status as not racist. In doing so, they use the performance of their own pain to shut black people out of the conversation. It's very simple. Everyone else here gets it.
I just think, like, hypothetically, someone could cry and I could be like, oh, I'm sorry you're sad, but I need you to hear this. And then they could be like, okay. And then we can keep going or something.
No.
No?
No.
Well, why not?
Do you believe yourself to be superior to other black people?
What?
It's a simple question.
Okay, and I'm not gonna answer it.
It's a yes or no question.
Cameron, we're here to learn.
How is that relevant to what I'm asking? I'm not gonna answer that stupid question.
Seems like you're afraid of the answer.
I'm not afraid of the answer.
You sure are getting awfully defensive for someone who's not afraid of the answer.
How is that relevant?
Why don't we all take a 5-minute break?
End scene. Scene 4, the conference room and hall. In the hall upstage, ensemble female and male are chatting, though occasionally they glance at Cameron. We cannot hear the conference room, but we can see Boss speaking to Rhonda and Marcia. Downstage in the hall, Cameron is leaning against a wall, arms crossed, concerned, next to Brody, also leaning, also arms crossed but smirking. Title slide, the first break. Marcia excuses herself from the conversation with the boss, exits the conference room, and enters the hallway, headed for the door. She passes Cameron and Brody.
Marcia,
What?
what's going on in there?
You barely looked at me this whole time.
Oof. Someone's got her panties in a knot.
Claps Cameron on the shoulder and walks back into the conference room. The other employees slowly make their way back into the conference room as Cameron contends with his call-out. Marcia returns with a diet soda. Regards Cameron with a mix of frustration and pity, looks at her watch.
You wanna talk? Okay, let's talk. It's just you and me here. This is a safe space. I'm trying to tell you, you don't have to defend them.
I'm not defending them.
You can say what you really think. That's why we're doing this.
This is what I really think.
Come on.
I don't. Yes, this is what I think.
Huh? Okay. You don't think you're being. You know what? Never mind. I'm trying to give you a chance here.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Okay. That's fine. It's fine.
I just don't think about race that much.
Maybe you should.
It's just kind of gone okay for me, for the most part.
Lucky you.
I mean, I've experienced racism, but not like.
Hmm? So you just don't think it's so bad?
No, I just don't think it's productive for people to be thinking about my race all the time.
This is my life's work.
Yes,
You don't think it's productive?
I'm sorry.
What makes you think they're not thinking about your race?
I don't know.
We're always black when it matters. Even you. It's been 5 minutes.
Walks away, re-enters the conference room, end scene. Scene 5. In the conference room, 30 more minutes have passed. Everyone is back in their seats. At the front, Rhonda is teaching again, Marcia back at her side. Title slide, the second confrontation.
And this is the problem with the racist equals bad, not racist equals good binary. In order to maintain their status as good, white people will do anything, including discrediting the suffering of their acquaintances of color and enforcing white supremacist hegemony.
I have a question.
Yes, Brody?
How can you tell us racism isn't bad when you spent all morning making us feel bad about it?
Because it doesn't make you a bad person. It is the unavoidable training all white people receive from birth.
But it hurts people, right?
Yeah.
Then it's bad.
No.
If I
because-
see everyone as just another person, then it doesn't matter if it's bad, because I'm not being racist.
A common mistake.
She skips forward a few slides and turns to the board.
Black people don't want you to see them as just another person. Because in this society, just another person is white.
I guess you're not a person after all, dude.
Cameron is upset, more at Rhonda, but not the right time for this joke at all. Okay, Brody sees this and doesn't know what to do, so he disengages.
White is the default and the norm. If you see a black person as just another person, you are erasing their blackness and all of the racial trauma that goes along with it. You must be willing to acknowledge race and recognize the blackness of black people in your life in order to recognize your own whiteness and to tackle racism.
What?
For example, you, Brody, have always known that it's better to be white, and so have I.
Whoa, now.
It's true. And you try to deny it, but keeping it a secret only perpetuates white supremacy.
I don't feel like I think that. Maybe you think that.
We all do. And not only is it okay to, but it is imperative to admit it. We think this because of our training and the constant racist messages of society. Because of this training, we white people all fundamentally think black people are inferior, even disgusting.
What?
I'm sorry?
Sorry. No, I just mean. Do you actually think this?
What do you mean?
Like, you agree with her? You think this is true? Or do you just like seeing a white lady flog herself in public and then implicate a bunch of other white people? Because I can understand that.
I think it's true, yes. And I'm still surprised that you don't.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
Have none of your experiences in the world confirmed this?
No,
What is your name? Sorry.
Cameron.
Okay, Cameron. what you see. But have you considered that that might be because of internalized racism?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Cameron,
No. She can't say that to me.
be nice, please. Everyone.
See,
be nice.
is this not an example right now? Your boss is trying to silence you. Another white person silences a person of
Shut the
color.
fuck up. I'm going to silence you. Are you kidding me? You just called me an Uncle Tom and we're just supposed to fucking move on?
Oh my god.
I did not call you and
You did! You called me a house nigga.
Wow.
Internalized racism, my fucking ass. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to say that to me?
Well, I...
Shut up! Who made you the queen of black people? Who made you the CEO of racism? Not me. You don't know what I want. I will not be nice to her. How dare this pantsuit-ass white lady come in here and tell me I'm wrong about my own life?
How about we all take a 5-minute break?
Scene 6. The conference room and hall. The participants have scattered. In the hall upstage, the ensemble female and male are whispering and peering wearily at Cameron. We cannot hear the conference room, but we can see Boss apologizing profusely to Rhonda and Marcia. Brody's offstage. Downstage in the hall, Cameron, back against the wall, knees tucked into chest, sits in the quiet. Paralyzing terror one feels when one knows one's job is on the line. Title slide, the second break. Cameron watches through the windowed conference room as the boss continues to placate the famous guest. Brody enters stage through the hall door with a soda and wanders over to Cameron.
That was the sickest shit I've ever seen. Fuck anti-racism, dude.
No, that's
Racism
not the
forever,
point.
bro!
He makes a hang loose hand symbol, wanders off and exits. Cameron looks over at the gossiping coworkers. They conspicuously avert their gaze. Cameron looks back at the conference room. The boss and the trainers are exchanging arm pats and other gestures of solidarity. More than enough to make a person wonder if it was a bad idea to publicly yell at the important equity trainer your boss invited to speak at your company.
Fuck.
Boss pokes head out of the conference room.
Cameron, come in here.
Boss re-enters conference room.
Fuck.
End scene. Scene 7. In the hall, the other employees are sneaking glances through the conference room windows with varying levels of subtlety. We cannot hear the hall. In the conference room, Cameron is standing across from Rhonda, Marcia, and Boss. They are discussing what happened. Title slide, the restorative justice.
I just don't get why you're telling people to treat everyone the same when people are individuals and want different things. I mean, we're not a monolith. Don't we keep saying that?
Individualism is a tool of white supremacy.
What?
The idea that people are individuals without a group identity feeds into the white idea that it is black people's inferiority that has led them to their current status.
Do you ever talk like a person?
Stop it.
Sorry, I don't want what you're saying I want.
Do you not believe in systemic racism?
I'm not saying systemic racism doesn't exist.
You just don't think you have a personal responsibility to do anything about it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not. Look, my mom is white. I'm not gonna let you tell me my mom fundamentally thinks I'm disgusting.
You know, I'll level with you. I was stunned at your outburst because I've never seen white rage manifest itself in a black body before. But they say there's a first time for everything. It's understandable given that your mom is white. You're learning that you've spent your life complicit in the system of white supremacy and selling your black people down the river, pun intended, for your own benefit. Of course that would require some adjustment.
That's not what I learned.
Well, what have you learned?
I don't think this conversation is going anywhere constructive.
See, this is a typical strategy, avoidance. It allows people to uphold the system and enforce white solidarity by ending further racial discomfort.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you wanna know what I learned? I learned that you're a manipulative asshole, and other than agreeing with you completely and without question, there's no right thing anyone can do around you.
Another typical strategy, the I can't do anything right
I can't.
defense.
Oh God, why?
It's clear the work that you have to do is to accept that you're so thoroughly absorbed the white perspective that you have modeled yourself into an agent of white supremacy and a private in their oppressive army.
I still don't understand why she gets to tell me what to do, to be honest. What makes you qualified to insult me like this? Other than that you have a black friend.
time hearing from me.
Okay.
Have you ever wondered why black people resent you?
I
Maybe your mom told you it was your beautiful caramel skin and your better hair.
yeah, but
And they were just jealous because you were what they wanted to be.
I don't think that I.
Or maybe she told you they were jealous because they think white women steal all the good black men.
But people have actually said that to me.
Or said she's Jewish, so it's almost like being black. Have you ever stopped to consider that maybe that's a bunch of racist bullshit?
I don't.
That maybe your mom is racist and she raised you to be racist and you spent your whole life as her little racist milk chocolate stooge, uplifting her and her people's prejudice while using the privilege you gained from colorism and your white apologism to trample your fellow people of color on your way to the top.
Fuck both you people.
Scene 8, the conference room and hall. The gossiping coworkers remain in their spot down the hall. Brody and the boss are off stage. The trainers are still in the conference room. We cannot hear the conference room. Cameron is back in the spot against the wall, knees tucked, waiting whatever fate is in store. Female ensemble leaves the upstage coworker huddle and walks downstage to Cameron. Title slide, The Consequences.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
I know.
Then why'd you do it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm already in enough trouble.
Aren't you sorry?
I don't know if I am, honestly.
Well, you should be. You need to take responsibility for your actions. Rhonda was teaching us how to be better people. We love and appreciate her, and you should too.
Okay.
Obviously, you have a lot to learn.
Why are you bothering with this shit?
Ugh, you're right, it's hopeless. You need to accept that you're not always right.
Boss and Brody enter.
Cameron, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Cameron gets up and starts to move toward the relative privacy beyond the hallway door.
Here's fine.
Oh. Okay.
Brody's been training under you for a while now.
Okay.
He's proven himself quite competent in this time, wouldn't you say?
I guess.
Given his degree, which is from actually a much better school than you.
If you're gonna just fire me, get over with it.
Are you going to apologize to Rhonda?
Am I? No.
Then, yes, you're fired. Effective immediately. Please collect your stuff and get out. You'll receive your last paycheck by mail.
Right.
And ideally, you would be out of here before the seminar is over.
Cool shit, bro. Very cool.
Hey, baby, no rules on the road.
There are rules on the road. Who even says that?
Effective immediately, Cameron.
Cameron throws up his hands and exits hall. Scene 9. Setting is in front of the building. We see the front door in the building, beginning of the parking lot. Cameron is standing baffled in front of the door, holding a box of stuff. Maybe about to cry, definitely considering it, when rudely interrupted by Robin and Marcia leaving the building. Rhonda and Marcia leaving the building. They enter stage through the building door. Marcia glares at Cameron and walks by without saying a word. Marcia waits for Rhonda at the edge of the stage. Rhonda stops and smirks.
I don't want to say I told you so, but
What?
I've had a lot of white guys yell at me at these things, and at most they get is a slap on the wrist.
She starts using a vape pen.
What did you get out of this other than ruining my life? The company is now less diverse than when you got here. Like, congratulations, you're right. Thank God you're here to be right. That definitely is going to make the world a better place. That solves the race problem. I hope you feel super right when you spend your fat paycheck, I wrote you.
Yeah, thanks. I will. I'll spend it knowing I didn't throw away my life betraying my fellow oppressed people by sucking up to the establishment for my own petty advancement.
Jesus.
Plus, I have my eye on a sweet new pantsuit. Have a nice day.
Rhonda walks away. Marcia and Rhonda exit stage.
Glad you're so confident.
She's already gone. Brody enters through the door, runs across the stage to chase Rhonda down, flags her over, and she re-enters.
The boss man says he wants to give you a bonus because of the whole situation.
Oh, thank you. That's unnecessary. But I'll take it.
Okay, pleasure working with you.
Brody hands over a check. Rhonda re-exits towards the rest of the parking lot. Brody bounds over to the building door, stops next to Cameron.
Sorry about the job, dude.
Yeah.
Better next time.
Brody claps Cameron on the shoulder a little too hard, exits stage through the door of the building. Cameron holds box of stuff, stands in silence alone. End of Act 1. Act 2, Scene 1. The setting is Cameron's dream. A racial justice seminar, blank stage except for some posters of Rhonda's face that say racial justice, the dream is real, and a giant projection of the PowerPoint that says the same thing. Cameron is for some reason on the seminar stage. Rhonda is leading the seminar, using Cameron as a living prop. Cameron is in an unflattering, revealing swimsuit. We hear a huge audience but can't see them. The first PowerPoint changes to title slide, The First Dream, and then it changes back.
What do you think we should do?
Well, I think...
Some giggles from the audience.
I think if you're racist, and you're probably not going to listen to me anyway.
The audience giggles.
And yes, there are racist people, and there's no point in classifying all racism as systemic, because that doesn't make any sense.
The audience laughs like Cameron just told a hilarious joke. Cameron waits for the laughter to die down.
But if you're not racist and you're trying to do better, I think, well, actually, I think you really only need to do like 5 things. 1, accept you're gonna fuck up. 2, be open to criticism. 3, listen to and respect the individual you're interacting with. 4, question your fear of strangers and sometimes friends. 5, do better next time. That's kind of it, you know?
There's a long pause, and then the audience breaks into uproarious, aggressive guffaws. They laugh and laugh, they won't stop laughing. Rhonda is laughing too, and pointing. Everyone's really just having a fucking blast.
Look at this fucking idiot!
Okay.
This moron has an opinion! Who are you, moron? Who are you?
The audience is dying laughing.
See this? See this abomination?
Tugs at Cameron's belly fat.
Dad!
This is what happens when the races mix. That's why we must admit that we are racist. That's why we must never speak of anything other than how racist we are. If the races get too close, they may combine, and what would happen then? Swarms of mulattoes crawling across the land. A bunch of confused little racial failures like this one, and we don't want that.
The crowd screams out, no!
So fight! Fight for the good of humanity!
A black woman and a white man run on stage. They start beating each other up.
Yes! Yes! Do you think you can make racism go away by ignoring it? No! Do you think any genuine cross-racial relationships were forged during the marches of the 60s? No! Do you think your white friends see you as anything other than a hunk of overcooked meat? No! 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 You fucking absolute dipshit moron! Black people and white people hate each other, and they always will! That's how I keep selling books! Fight! 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 Fight!
The black woman and the white guy beat the living shit out of each other. Rhonda and the crowd roar with glee. Cameron backs away from Rhonda and the bloody violence. Cameron is back into bed, hides under the covers, wakes up, sits up.
What the fuck?
End scene. Act 2, Scene 2. Cameron's apartment, a dark, messy room with drawn blinds. Cameron is on a Zoom call with friends, playing video games on a TV in the background. Chain smoking, working through a 6-pack. Title for this section of the play comes up in a video game load screen, titled The Scheme.
And then they fucking fired me. Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's lit, dude. Fucking vibing and thriving over here.
The beer is empty, he throws it full force at the wall, shattering it.
I'm so sorry, Cameron.
Yeah, that sucks shit.
I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm either gonna starve to death or have to move back in with my mom. I haven't decided which yet.
Did they give you 30 days notice?
They're paying me, but they won't let me in the office.
Wow.
I think you should sue them, dude.
What's that?
I think you should sue them for racial discrimination.
How am I gonna sue them for racial discrimination?
Because they discriminated against you for being mixed race.
Cameron pauses game.
Huh.
I'm serious. My cousin's a lawyer. I can hook you up.
Cameron thinks about it for a second.
Well, I guess it beats starving to death.
End scene. Scene 3. Cameron's apartment, no brighter or neater, but a new day. Cameron is on a Zoom call with a lawyer, still playing video games, still chain smoking. Title, The Consultation.
I think you really have a case.
You do?
I do. I think the black girl is definitely discriminating against you.
I don't know if she... I mean, why her and not the other one?
The other one.
I feel like the other one was worse.
What?
I don't know. black girl had a point?
Nah, don't fall for that guilt bullshit. Anyway, it doesn't matter what you think it matters, what you think. It matters what the jury thinks. And the black girl's one who explicitly mentioned your race.
Right.
We're in good standing here. I think we can make some money.
I guess that's good. I could use it.
And you might want to think about starting a social media campaign. Getting your story out there can actually be good in these social issue situations.
Oh, okay. I don't really know how to do that,
Okay.
but I can try.
Hey, that's the spirit. Okay, I gotta run. I got another client at 4. Talk to you there.
Hangs up. Cameron pauses the video game, pulls up Instagram.
Hey guys. No. Yo, what's up? No, let's try to. No. Hey y'all. TLDR. Last week I got fired from my job for being mixed race.
End scene. Scene 4. Cameron's apartment, same deal. Cameron's playing video games, smoking, and gets a call. Title, The Opportunity. Cameron pauses game and picks up.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, sweetie, I saw your post on the Instagram.
Just Instagram.
What?
Just Instagram. No, the.
What?
It's fine. Just keep going.
They fired you because of your race, sweetheart?
I don't know. I guess so. That's what the lawyer told me to say.
Oh, you have a lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. They can't get away with this. I thought we dealt with this all in the 60s.
Well, we didn't.
No, apparently not. Were there any other people of color there?
Yeah, one of the trainers was black.
Oh, well, black people can be so racist to mixed race people.
Yeah, I don't know about.
You know how jealous they've always been of you?
Mom.
Because your skin and hair is so pretty and
Mom.
clean. Maybe she was just mad because you have a better job than
Mom,
her.
her job is fine. I don't really want to talk about this right now.
Oh, okay. I
gotta go.
understand.
Hangs up. Cameron's eyes starts to go back to video game. Ding, gets an Instagram message. Reads out loud.
We saw your post. We have a YouTube show. Pretty popular. 100,000 subscribers. Doing a live in an hour. Hit us up if you want to hop on. Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Shoots off a reply. Ding, another message.
We're very sympathetic to you. I think we're all on the same side. All right, great.
End scene. Scene 5. Cameron's apartment. Video game is paused. Hair is in a bun. PJ shirt is tucked in. At Rise, Cameron's on a video call with a YouTube Live with the host of the show. Title, The Good Press.
So, this whole training experience was just crazy from start to finish.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Like, even if they didn't fire you.
Yeah, it was just like not based in reality, and so, you know, who's that helping?
Right.
Like, it's just freaking white people out, and so either they're gonna get pissed or feel like they can't do or say anything, and either way, they don't come out of it any less racist.
There is no right thing to do as a white person.
There's no right thing, and she kept saying shit like how all white people think black people are inferior or disgusting, but then like, it's okay because it's systemic. But it's also bad because it's systemic, okay? But you're not bad if you think that. It makes no sense. And she also gave us this worksheet with a bunch of ridiculous questions like, do you feel uncomfortable when there are black people walking on the same side of the street as you or some shit?
And what did you say?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Do you feel uncomfortable around black people?
I mean, sometimes.
Of course you do.
I just think that historically, they haven't liked me very much. Like, since I was a little kid, it was obvious I wasn't doing it right.
Yeah.
Or like, the old dudes like me a little too much, if you know what I mean.
I think it's normal to feel uncomfortable around black people.
Well, I don't know
They're
if it's
scary.
normal. All people are scary.
I mean, if you look at the crime statistics, yeesh.
Most crimes are interracial, actually. What are you saying?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, what are you saying about black people?
Oh, just what you were saying.
I don't know if we're saying the same thing.
I think we're saying the same thing, and don't worry, everyone else will definitely think we're saying the same thing.
I am worried about that.
We
actually.
all know what we're talking
No, what kind
about.
of show is this?
No, it looks like we're out of time.
Wait, no, hold on.
But I had a blast talking to you, Cameron, and everyone go donate to our favorite little chocolate-covered Proud Boys legal fees on GoFundMe. Remember, everyone, a dead lip is a day that keeps America great. Signing off.
Oh no.
End of scene. Scene 6. Cameron's apartment. Video game is paused. Hair and PJ shirt are freed. Cameron is listening on a phone message from Mom. Title, The Cancellation.
Sweetheart, your cousin is telling me that you're in the alt-right. Is this true? How did this happen? Was it something I did? Please call back.
Oh god.
Cameron gets a FaceTime, takes it on the computer.
Hey,
Hi.
So, you guys called me. What's up?
So we saw your little show.
You too.
Yeah, pretty much everyone saw it, actually.
Yeah, the whole racist black person thing went pretty viral.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Total milkshake duck move, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty embarrassed.
No, I mean for us.
Oh. Sorry.
How did you trick us?
What do you mean? Oh no, you guys don't think I actually think that?
Well,
You know I'm not actually alright, right?
how would we know that?
Because you know me!
Do we?
Yes!
Because everyone at work is saying, like, isn't that your friend, Cameron? What am I supposed to say to that?
Tell them he tricked me. I mean, I don't know if he tricked me per se, but look, here's what happened.
Look, you don't need to tell us what happened.
You should know that intention is not greater than impact.
Yeah, you should know. But clearly there's a lot you should
No,
know.
guys, just let me tell you how this went down.
Dude, I can't be friends with an alt-righter.
Me neither.
I'm not an alt-righter. I didn't even know he was alt-right.
Yeah, right.
I didn't. I don't know who he was. All he said is that he's a YouTuber.
I'm done with your bullshit, dude.
It's not. Did you leave? This whole lawsuit was your idea.
I'm so disappointed in you, Cameron.
Signs off Zoom. Cameron tries to comprehend how this happened. Gets a call from lawyer, picks up.
What the fuck did you do, idiot?
I'm sorry.
This is not good for us at all. You better clean this mess up before it goes to trial. Now we look like assholes.
I know.
We had this in the bag until you went and fucked it up.
I told you I don't know how to run a social media campaign.
Obviously not.
I'm sorry.
Fix it. Get on a bigger show and tell them these guys bamboozled you. Then you'll look like a dipshit, but at least you won't look like an alright dipshit.
Right.
There you go. Don't fuck this up.
Hangs up. End scene. Scene 7. Cameron's apartment, but it's filled with Trumps and Hitlers. Cameron is having a dream. In this dream, Cameron's video game is stuck on a load screen that says title, The Second Dream. Also, as mentioned, the apartment is full of dictators. Only 2 of them speak until the final lines. The Hitler has a terrible German accent. The rest sit around like a robotic audience, clapping at various junctures.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You got her attention.
Yeah, a unique specimen.
It's like he's in the room.
What does that mean?
We think you're doing great. A lot of great work.
I'm not working for you.
A young Hitlerian, like all of West Deutschlanders.
No, Look, there has been a terrible misunderstanding.
We got a good one here, boys. One of the good ones.
Nein, the greatest, yeah.
That's right, Eddie. The greatest. You're our favorite Negro. Do you know that?
I don't want to be your favorite Negro.
That's what I do. I pardon good Negroes.
Please stop saying
I
Negro.
pardon you, Cameron, from blackness. You're no longer condemned to blackness.
The audience of dictators clap.
What?
Are you gonna thank me?
Thank the mankind.
I thought I was pardoned.
You're still Jewish.
I don't want to hang out with you guys.
They're always so ungrateful, these ones.
Don't you know it's better to be white?
Everyone knows it's better to be white.
Just admit you think it's better to be white.
Stop it.
Trump starts whistling or singing the Rolling Stones' Brown Sugar. Then Hitler starts whistling or singing Horst Weiselleid. Then Trump lunges at Cameron, pins Cameron to the bed. Hitler produces a sewn-together Halloween mask of his and Trump's faces, and Cameron struggles.
Stop struggling!
Hitler endeavors to get the mask on Cameron's head. Cameron lands a kick on Hitler's ribs. Hitler fucking loves it. He's getting off on that shit.
A fighter, just like your grandparents. I had them short.
No.
Just like us, accepted.
No. Ah.
Hitler gets the mask on, and the audience and dictators start clapping.
Maybe greater. The Oberführer.
We have a top #1 here with us. This person has all my best qualities and is a great person. I said it, don't you forget it. My hand-picked hair. My buddy Addy always says, everybody says Cameron. Cameron's gonna get the job done. Cameron will get the job done. If I have anything to do with it, and I do, it'll be better than it's ever been before. Hail to the chief, boys.
Trump holds Cameron down. Audience of dictators stand and start bowing to Cameron, still clapping.
We love
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
No. 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 No.
We love you.
No. No. Fuck. No.
Cameron thrashes and struggles. The Hitlers and Trumps disappear. Cameron gets the mask off. Cameron wakes up. He sits up, scared, out of breath, orients self to the apartment in a waking world, drops head into hand. End scene. Scene 8. Cameron's apartment. Video game is paused. Hair is back in a bun. PJ shirt is tucked in again. Cameron is on a video call on YouTube Live with the lefty host of a different show, titled The Reputation Management.
And we're back on Rad to the Bone, your favorite YouTube live show with your boy, the leftist who's always right. Cameron, do you want to explain what you were saying?
Yeah, just that there's a difference between an active, violent racist who hates other races and a normal person with implicit bias that they need to check like everyone else. Like a white girl crying after you give her a list of 15 different problematic things she said. Of course she's gonna cry. She should cry. She should feel bad and then she should get over it and do better.
But then they don't get over it. Then it's your fault for making them feel bad.
But anyone can do that to anyone. Hasn't anyone done that to you? And I don't just want to blame white chicks. I'm sure you've done it too. Everyone's done it. Humans are bad at taking feedback. Just don't do that. Don't make it other people's fault when they're giving you feedback. That's all she had to say.
Right.
She's making it worse. White people and black people can't both have feelings at the same time. In fact, I think, and I know I'm not an internationally famous equity trainer, but I think we have to accept that they're going to in order to be able to have any kind of real conversation. Like, feelings should be allowed.
Sure.
And why does her voice matter in this conversation more than mine?
All about you, huh?
No, I mean, look, I just think we can manage to consider our biases without telling white people they're inherently racist. And the only solution is to constantly acknowledge the other person's race in casual conversation, whether they want you to or not. I mean, people are gonna make mistakes. We're all human beings, but if you corner us, we do stupid things. So
like going on an alt-right YouTube channel to complain about your racial discrimination lawsuit.
Yeah, yeah, like that.
Yeah, fooled you, huh?
Yeah, they fooled me. I had no idea. All they said was, we have a YouTube show. Obviously, I should have looked it up, but I didn't.
Like an idiot.
Yeah, like an idiot. I don't know. I guess I just got excited that it seemed like someone was listening.
Well, the sad saga of Cohen-Bramwell continues, guys, but it turns out we don't actually have a self-hating right-wing maniac on our hands. So everyone can just let out a sigh of relief and delete your hate tweets. And remember, if you're moved by the story, you can donate to the GoFundMe, and you really should, because Cameron's going to need a protection fund to keep the right-wing militia at bay after this.
What do you mean?
They're not going to be happy that you turned on them, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I don't know if I turned on them. I was never with them.
Right. I'm just saying, watch your back. They're probably doxing you right now. Anyway, this was Cohen-Bramwell, formerly known as the Yellow Redneck, setting the record straight. Thanks for tuning in, fam. We're going to hit you up with some ads, and then we'll wrap up. Remember, keep it commie, but always buy our stuff.
Rolls of ads.
Okay, man. They can't hear us right now, but thanks for coming on.
The Yellow Redneck.
Yeah, that's what we've been calling you. Isn't it cute?
Not really.
Anyways, dude, thanks for hopping on. That was really interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Gotta say goodbye to them in a minute here. Remember to lock your doors.
He hangs up. Cameron sighs, and then Dean gets an Instagram message and reads it out loud.
Fuck you, nigger. I'm going to kill you.
End scene. Scene 9. Cameron's apartment, but weird. Cameron is having a dream. In this dream, Cameron is playing video games, but they're on the ceilings and all of the walls. Cameron is wearing PJs, but they're an adult-sized baby onesie. The video game is stuck on the death screen, wasted. It's flashing and won't go away.
Okay, I get it.
You suck!
Fuck off!
Cameron throws controller at the screens. Screens change to title, The Dream, Rule of Threes. Dream Marcia busts down the door. She's in a femdom outfit, hotter than Cameron could ever hope to be.
You ready for this shit?
What? Where did you come from?
Get on your knees, little bitch.
Cameron complies.
Now, beg.
What am I begging for?
Absolution, you fucking dumbass.
Can I please have absolution?
No.
Okay.
You don't even know why you're begging. You don't even think you did anything wrong.
Don't we all have implicit biases?
I don't feel nervous when I see black people approaching me on the street.
Do you feel stoked?
Real black people aren't nervous around other black people.
Okay.
Real black people agree with Rhonda.
At the risk of stepping out of line, I don't feel like you're qualified to make such a sweeping generalization.
Dream Marcia puts her boot on Cameron's neck.
Your skin isn't white, but inside you're the worst of them all. You know exactly what you are.
How?
Are you in pain?
Yes!
You deserve it. We all think you deserve it.
All black people?
No, all people, you little racist. Why would you say that? Because I'm black?
I can't breathe.
You don't get to say that. Your black card is revoked.
Dream Marcia snaps her fingers. Cameron's black card emerges in Cameron's mouth like a credit card slot. It's half a card. Marcia takes it and snaps it into pieces.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Dude, how can you do this?
How could I do what? You barely looked at me this whole time. This is what you always wanted.
No, it's not.
Then it's settled. You will now be judged by a jury of your peers.
Marcia takes a boot off Cameron's neck. An all-white jury of 4 barges into the apartment. They're all in judge outfits. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
What the shit?
So can we split the jury among the 4? Yes. Is that okay?
Brody's in this scene.
Okay, you'll be Brody. Can we have jury number 1 here, jury number 2, and jury number 3? Thank you. Can we talk from your line? What a shit.
What the shit?
I would let this one in my neighborhood.
I would only call the cops if it was after 5.
Your face will be great on the promotional materials for the diversity committee.
Verdict?
White.
Enough.
No, guys!
A 4th juror / pick a race guy frowns and no one notices.
Time for a white party!
White party. White music plays. Jurors take off judges' wigs to turn into Mom, Brody, Bill, pick a race guys. Revelry, noisemakers, streamers, white people dancing. Dream Marcia grabs an apron and a tray and starts serving drinks.
Mom?
Congratulations, sweetie. My half wins.
Woo! I always wanted a white friend.
Bill claps like an idiot.
Guys, I don't want this. I just want to be a real person. I just want to belong somewhere.
Everyone laughs. Great party joke, Cameron.
Garcon!
Dream Marcia comes over with drinks tray.
No, stop it!
Cameron takes away the tray from Dream Marcia, tries to find somewhere to put it down, but can't. Seeing Cameron with the tray, pick a race guy is suspicious.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, me neither.
What are you?
You mean
What race are you?
The revelry stops. Everyone awaits the correct answer.
mixed, black and white?
White party guests are audibly disappointed. Marcia rolls eyes.
Nah, you gotta pick one.
Everyone nods.
But
Pick one.
I can't.
Hey, you're only real if you pick one.
I can't pick one.
Everyone pulls out a gun and aims at the camera. The dream ends abruptly. Cameron awakens in a cold sweat and sighs in relief. End scene. Scene 10, in Cameron's apartment. Cameron is smoking and playing video games. Every few seconds, a ding goes off announcing a new threatening Instagram message. Title, The End, question mark.
Yes, I get it. You're gonna kill me.
Cameron plays a little bit more. Ding. Cameron idly looks at the new message.
You brought this on yourself. Remember that when I'm teabagging your corpse. Oh, that's a new one.
Cameron plays a little more. Ding. Cameron looks.
Open up. I'm at the door.
Cameron gets nervous. Stands up to go check, but doesn't want to get too close. Tries to see out a window without going near the door. The door bursts open. A killer in all black, a balaclava, and a Trump hat enters.
Is this a dream?
Would you play it, Cohen? Sure. Okay. Thank you.
No.
What the fuck?
I told you to open up.
What are you doing?
Don't fuck with the right.
What?
It's our time now.
Okay, get out of my house!
No!
The killer pulls out a knife.
That shit!
The killer chases Cameron around the messy apartment. At first it looks clumsy and almost farcical, but then the killer catches up to Cameron and suddenly it's very real. The killer slashes at Cameron with a knife. In a panic, Cameron grabs the knife by the blade, tucking it out of the killer's hand and tossing it across the room. Blood spurts everywhere.
Oh, God!
The killer decks Cameron in the face. Dazed, Cameron tries to crawl away, but the killer picks up Cameron's wriggling form and drops it on the coffee table. Cameron tumbles to the ground. The killer lifts Cameron's torso by the t-shirt and positions it on the table. The killer stomps Cameron's neck. The killer grabs Cameron's pretty little curls and smashes Cameron's head over and over and over into the side of the table until his face is unrecognizable. Drops Cameron's limp body on the ground and blood pools spreading from the skull black past the beautiful caramel skin of Cameron's twisted neck, soaking into the pajama top. The killer stares at Cameron's body for a long time, then suddenly teabags Cameron. Cameron's blood smears on the crotch of his pants. The killer stands up and leaves. Cameron is motionless, dead. End scene. Act 2, Scene 11. Cameron is dead at the gates of hell. There's a flaming archway with a sign that says hell, and a flaming archway with white fire that says hell for racists. There's a dead demon who's also Rhonda, sorting people from a line. Demon Rhonda sends them all to hell for racists. Each time one passes the archway, they scream in agony. Cameron steps up to the front of the line, titled The Damnation.
Which one should I go to?
Which one do you think?
Why are you in charge?
Because I spoke the loudest and was the whitest.
I suppose so.
Glad you've come around.
I haven't come around.
Let me tell you a story.
I don't seem to have much choice.
No. I grew up poor, surrounded in my neighborhood by people of color. But as I got older and took advantage of the upward mobility afforded by my whiteness, I failed to maintain those friendships. If my parents had thought those friendships were important, wouldn't they have put in the effort to help me maintain them?
I'm sorry your parents were racist.
No, that's not the point.
The point is that your parents are racist and now you're racist too.
The point is that we're all racist. And if everyone's just as racist as me, I don't have to feel bad.
Okay.
Now go to hell.
Wait, no.
Rhonda kicks Cameron in the back. Cameron stumbles into the mouth of the white gate, grabs onto the sides.
Wait, hold on, you're wrong. You do need to feel bad. Everyone is a little bit racist, but not everyone's as racist as you. It's not everyone's fault you think black people are gross. You're the one who sucks.
No, you're the one who sucks.
No, you!
No, you!
Cameron lunges at Rhonda, tries to push her into racist hell, and they grapple. It's hard to track, it gets dicey.
Everyone thinks exactly the same way I do, and it's not my fault.
No, they don't, and yes, it is!
You solve racism then, smarty pants.
I don't know
Then
how!
shut up!
In one final push, Rhonda gets Cameron through the gate. Cameron screams in agony, one hand still clinging to Rhonda's arm. Rhonda shakes off Cameron's final clutches. Cameron's hand disappears into racist hell. Rhonda dusts herself off and walks off stage. End scene. Scene 12. We're in a different office at a different company. Rhonda is giving a presentation. Marcia is not there. Title: The End.
The story of Cameron Grauman, which went viral not that long ago, is a perfect example of the pernicious effects of anti-blackness. You may have even heard about it because I was tangentially involved. I'd attempted to connect Cameron at a training shortly before these sad events unfolded. But unfortunately, I was unable to. Cameron's internalized racism was just too deep.
A chorus of from around the room.
This is the power of the constant demeaning messages we white folks send to black people. They come to believe that they are truly inferior and fight to defend the status quo because they believe without it, they'll be robbed of what little power they've managed to wriggle their way into. And they'll even pay for it with their lives. This sad situation proves that the existence of systemic racism is really at the core of any problem that occurs between members of different races, as well as proving all of my other points. If this doesn't make sense to you, I encourage you to look inward and do the necessary work. Some questions you can start with are, what's wrong with me? And what is my problem? Start there, and you'll be well on your way to being one of the good ones.
End of play. Yay, thank you. Okay, let's take a quick breather, and then, so maybe like 2 to 3 minutes, and if you need to use the bathroom, use the bathroom, and then we're gonna come back and have a discussion about this work. Thank you, actors, incredible. Yay. There was a water fountain by the bathroom. Yes.
It's weird to not see you for so long.
Thank you.
Yeah, not so bad.
Go ahead and we can record the conversation afterward as well.